Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I want to show you guys a couple of new features that I've added to my peaceful map. One of which was a direct cause of 1.1, and the other one is just my cleaned up XP farm that I have up there. Just because it was a little bit dirty in the first video that I make, so I just want to give you guys a brief overview of the cleaned up farm as soon as I get to the garden modification that I made. So essentially what I've made here is an automatic melon farm, because as a result of 1.1, melons can now grow on top of grass and dirt, so it doesn't require you to till the soil in order for it to be able to grow. So as you can see, I have it grown on top of all of this dirt here, and it will regrow automatically when torn out. So essentially what I've done is, for those of you who are familiar with my automatic sugarcane farm, I've done the exact same thing to this farm right here, but it was a lot more difficult to get the device actually working given the limited space constraint that I have down here. Because if I go down here and I open up the door right here, you can see that I have another, area right here, and because part of the entire thing is right above this area, it became very difficult to work with this sort of size constraint. But that's something that I've kind of mastered on this map, just working with size constraints. So if I come into this room here, as I said before, this was a 5-minute timing system. And if you guys haven't seen my automatic sugarcane farm video, be sure to check the link in the description, or you can download the map as well and check it out. The actual thing that I have on this map is a lot cleaner looking than the one in that video, but it gives you the same basic idea of what it does. So essentially what I have here is I have two little things that you can interact with, and basically what this switch is it'll disable the automatic 5-minute system thing. And as you can see with the sign right here, it says if this torch is off, it'll be automatic, and if this torch is on, you have to do it manually with this button right here. So if I turn it on here, it will be automatic. And let me just give you guys a brief idea as to exactly how this works. So I'm going to turn it back on so it doesn't automatically fire on me. I have created a door right here in my peaceful map. And yeah, if you want to see it in relation to the hub system, just look right here. And this is how you can get to it, just by going through that door right here, traveling all the way to the end, and coming in here. And then if we go into the melon farm refueling room, I've created a little area right here, which where everything sort of interacts. So I have my dispenser loop system right here. There's a torch beneath it, which hooks up to this pressure plate right here, and this pressure plate hooks up to this little tower of redstone torches right here. So essentially the way this works is that when the item is removed from right here, oh, and also because I have the manual switch on, I can remove that item right there, and it won't fire any of the pistons up there, as you guys just heard. But essentially the way this works is that this hooks up to this, which hooks up to this tower, which will activate and deactivate these torches sequentially as it moves up this area here. And I'll show you the area here in just a second. And as you can see behind this torch right here, you can see another torch right there. Now this hooks up to the auto activation switch. If I go ahead and come outside here, just keep in mind that the torch in the back was on. Now it's going to be off, and the reason why it's off now is now it's not going to affect this torch at all. When it was on, this torch that was on right here was forcing this off no matter what. So even though this is going to continue spitting out an item every 5 minutes, it wasn't going to activate the tower at all. So let me go ahead and let me turn the auto activation off here. There we go. And yeah, let's show you the rest of this here. So as the redstone signal climbs the stack here, it's going to get to this top area right here with this wooden plank. This is the top of the stack. I can't actually show you guys, but there is a torch. Like, as you can see, there's a redstone torch that's off right here. There's another redstone torch that's off on the other side, which, will activate this line when it turns on. So the way this works is, as you can see, I am now underneath each side of the farm. So, the redstone torch is going to climb up this area, go into all these repeaters, and just go into all of them. And the way I have them timed is that every single one of these pistons on both sides will activate at the same time. This is why I wanted to make the redstone signal come up in between the two areas, so I could pull that off. And it does work quite well. So let me just go ahead and let me give you guys a quick demo here of exactly how this is going to work when you hit the switch manually. So let me just go ahead and go up here and just show you guys what, before and after. So this is what the farm is going to look like beforehand when everything is grown. And when I hit the button here, you can see I get a little momentary bit of lag, but nothing too bad. When I come up here, you can see, oh crap, I need to actually fix this. I haven't even thought about this. Whoa, Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Okay, let me just go ahead and let me fix that here really quick. So at least that'll be fixed for when you guys download the updated version of this map, so you can actually climb the ladder and get up here. But as you can see, all of the melons have dropped out of place, and there is dirt in place of where the full melons were. Now, something to note about 1.1 is now you can walk on tramps. Tramps? I was thinking of the word trample, so excuse me there. You can walk on crops without trampling them now. Just a little bit of like a side note to that. Even though you can walk on crops, if you jump on them directly like this, didn't happen with that one. Didn't happen with that one either. It has nothing to do with me being uncreative, so I'm not really too sure. But yeah, see, there we go. That's supposed to happen. Every time you actually jump directly on top of the crop now, it'll die instantly. So just something to keep in mind. If you guys have read up on this update and wondering why your crops are still dying, that's why. So yeah, and as you can see here, there's already been another one that has grown. So yeah, I really like leaving the automatic system off for something like this because I personally won't use the melons all that often, but I do find it nice having a full farm of melons. But you know, the option is always there. If you want it to be automatic, you guys can make it automatic if you want. The map download again is going to be in the description below. So that's essentially the way that works. And something else I should point out as well is I moved the water to be underneath these, these half wooden planks right here, just because I didn't want the water to be in the center. It kind of screwed up the flow of how I wanted all of this to work, so I sort of hit them, and it made it an absolute nightmare to create this thing. So yeah, the next thing that I want to show you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the map onto normal now to show you guys the updated XP farm. Oh, and by the way, I thought I should mention before I go any further that I did move the sheep from the second floor of the mob farm here to the first floor so that they can eat the grass and all that. And there's a blue sheep there. So yeah, let's just go ahead and let's fly over to the XP farm here so I can show you guys the changes that I made to this, because it is much cleaner than it was before. And actually, it looks a lot like what it did before, you know, when it was just an empty room. But essentially what it is now, I can open up the doors here, and then I go up into a little laddered area that's trapped off by trapdoors, and I'll explain why that's that way here right about now. I actually have this a little sign here that says keep the doors closed when the skeletons are in the trap, because if you're down here, skeletons can see you and they'll fire at you and they'll start killing each other, and they can kill you if they get a shot towards you. So yeah, I have this little room set up here. Skeletons will land right here, and this is the little chute that they're gonna come down in. And I created this ladder right here, which leads to like a waiting area of sorts. As you can hear now, there are skeletons now spawning inside of this thing. So if you just sort of wait here for a while, you can just kind of go AFK, do whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do. You can just wait for skeletons to spawn. And now I'm going to jump back down this just for the sake of timing. So you can see there's now a couple skeletons in there. All I have to do is take one of my splash potions here, throw it on them, and they die, and I get the experience from it. You die. You die. Oh, crap. I deleted the sign in the process. Whoops. Oh, well. I'll fix that here in just a second. But yeah, so as you can see, the mob farm works just fine. And let me go to the top of the tower here just to give you guys an idea of what everything looks like inside, because it was a little bit derpy when I finished it up last time too. So the whole purpose of me messing with this again was just to make it look a lot cleaner. So as you can see here, if I open this up right here, yeah, go down there, skeleton. So as you can see, the water now flows from this area right here. The spawners themselves are completely exposed, and everything looks really clean. It's a little bit uneven in here, but I mean, the way I look at it is that I'm not going to care about how, the fact that this is uneven, because it's not something you're going to be able to visibly see anyways. And I'm personally really satisfied with how this turned out. So yeah, I got this floating sign here, and the skeletons drop down to here, and they can be killed as such. And they will spawn all throughout the day as long as you're standing at least within, I think it's like 16 blocks of the spawners, which the spawning area, I believe, is like, or the waiting area is like right here. Yeah, you can see the ladders right here, and the waiting area is right there. So yeah, that's essentially everything that I wanted to update you guys on in this video. Now, for those of you who are wondering, you guys have probably already left comments on it if you are curious about it. Let me go ahead and let me turn this back to peaceful mode here. But you guys are probably curious where like the Hunt for the Ender Dragon series is, or where the next episode of like Dreamscape is, and they will be coming fairly soon. But because given the 1.1 update, when I make new devices like this, I like to get them out a lot quicker than my other videos. So the Hunt for the Ender Dragon series will be back here pretty soon, and I haven't made a video about it yet, but you guys should definitely check out the latest episode of Hunt for the Golden Apple that went out on Machinima Realm. I will try and remember to link that in the description as well, but otherwise there's going to be a playlist on my channel that is going to hold it, so be sure to check that out. But anyways, if you guys want to download the updated version of this map, be sure to check the link in the description below, as well as anything else I've talked about in this video. So anyways guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.